Hi, this is Richard Lyle from Wellbeing. I wanted to talk about the Russ Harris choice point model and the way that it relates to panic buying that we're seeing at the moment. Russ is a leader in acceptance and commitment therapy. He most famously wrote The Happiness Trap, and this model actually comes from a book that he wrote called Act Made Simple. Russ talks about the fact that we make two sort of actions or two sort of moves, one of them being toward our values or who we want to be in life, and one of them is away. So a typical example of some toward moves would be exercising, volunteering, working hard, being a good partner and a parent. Typically away type moves would be drinking too much, working too hard, eating too much junk food. So Russ talks about the fact that what instigates an action is a situation or a thought or a feeling. So the one that I wanted to talk about here is obviously the fact that we're seeing empty shelves in shops and all the bad behaviour that we're seeing around that. So for me, that brings up some anxiety about the whole unknown in relation to the coronavirus, the fear. There's jealousy, I guess, to a degree that all these people have got heaps of food, and I guess I'm sitting on my normal ration. And there's also thoughts around the whole thing of, well, I just don't want my family to miss out. Now, these thoughts and feelings are obviously fairly legitimate, but if we were to get hooked on these and act purely based on this sort of feelings, that's when we see the sort of actions, or that's when I would, I guess, start getting into the panic buying. I'd start hoarding toilet paper or bog roll. That's where you see the poor behaviour in stores, and that's a lot of the time where people were talking about the fact, well, everyone's doing this. But this is where the model, I guess, comes into its own, and this is the crux of the choice point model. It's at this point where we have our feelings, we have our thoughts, we have our emotions, and to a large degree we can't control that, or we certainly can't control them as much as we think we can. But what we can control is our actions, and so this is the point, I guess. We have the stimuli, we have a choice. We have a choice to either have an away move or an away action, or a toward move or action. So key to understanding what is an away move and what is a toward move is obviously understanding what your values are, what sort of person you want to be, what you want to stand for in this situation. For me, I want to make sure that I'm contributing to the overall community solution with the coronavirus. I don't want to see people going without, especially those who are particularly at risk, and I want to make sure that there's kindness and sharing within the community. So being clear on our values is clearly important. The other really important thing is having an ability to unhook from those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and the situation in general, and being more driven by our values than driven by our emotions. Not an easy task at all, and in fact Russ's book deals with that in a significant amount of detail that I'm not going to touch here. Once you've established that, though, once I've established that, I guess I'm a lot easier to work out what my toward actions are. So clearly for me, it's, you shop weekly, I shop for what I need. And that sometimes means that I'm going to go without specific items, but there's plenty of new foods out there to try, fruit and veggies, so opportunities to lose some weight maybe. And also at this time, my wife and I have been also shopping for other people as well. And just making sure we're connecting to those values. So this for me is quite a helpful model when I'm being caught up in particular issues, and we're dealing with a lot of them at the moment. Hopefully it helps other people as well. Thanks for your time.